There are two main things the narcissist wants from you, apart from just your supply. And the first thing is they want to feel a sense of control over you. And the other is they want to feel that they are higher value than you. Because with those things, they can then regulate themselves through you. They can prop up their ego. They can feel good about themselves. But if things happen such that you go your own ways, you break up, they discarded you, whatever, and you go silent, you disappear off their radar. They can't seem to know anything about your whereabouts. Then you do crush the narcissist on both of those fronts. The thing is, when they can't see you, when they can't get a read of you, heat check you, they lose a sense of control. They don't know what you're up to. And if they don't know what you're up to, they can't check up on you. Then they have no way of knowing if you're still as broken as you were when things broke apart between both of you. And maybe if you're not as broken as you first were, maybe your value's increasing. And that's something they really fear. The thing is, if you're not reaching out to them, you're not trying to talk to them, you're seemingly okay with the silence and the absence. I mean, what does that signal to the narcissist? It signals that you don't need them, you don't care, and perhaps most importantly, you're indifferent towards them. That's great for you, but it crushes them. All those things strongly indicate your value, that you have things going on, that they are less important than the other things you have in your life. And that's a position narcissists hate to be in, because it makes them feel worthless. It makes them feel like they really are. Like they're not somebody who's as important as they think they are. Their grandiose self struggles to keep itself at those heights when you show that you just don't care anymore. You, somebody who they would have left devastated, and they would have expected you to stay there. But now you're okay. And now, because you're okay, they're not okay. So narcissists do go down that obsessive wondering about you. They just can't help it. What you're thinking, wondering how you feel about them, wondering how your life is generally. Look, people often say, yeah, narcissists, once they've discarded you, they're off to somebody better, whatnot. Yeah, that might happen, but that's always very temporary. And narcissists can only really enjoy their new supply. They can only maximize that enjoyment, knowing that the former supply is doing terribly. So the thing is, they can try to distract themselves for a while, but very soon, if you are doing well, if your value has all of a sudden increased, that really hurts them, and it sends them in this place where they're just wondering, where are you at? In your head, in your life, in your thoughts about them? How is your life going? They might catch glimpses of you on social media, friends of friends, wherever, but it doesn't really satiate them. They have this desire to know more, to feel more control, but you're not giving it to them. And that silence, that absence, it just eats away at them. Narcissists and others of the cluster B, borderlines, especially, also others, they have this tendency to ruminate. And what you do is you cause them to ruminate over you. They contemplate thoughts of reaching out to you, wondering how to make it happen. It's like they're decided, yes, I will find a way, I just don't know how to. But here's the thing. I mean, you keep doing you, You don't play games. None of this is real if you're playing games. You have to focus on yourself. You have to see the light after the abusive relationship with them. In time, you start seeing things of value, things you appreciate, things you enjoy, things you love doing, people you love. You know where to dedicate your time, energy, and efforts. And you keep doing that, and you keep them out of your lives, because they will have the urge to come into your life every day, more so as they sense that you are doing well, that you are happy. They may not know how to immediately, but they have that urge to. They want to touch base with you somehow. And they probably want to do it in a way to make you think they're doing better than you. But it doesn't matter. The important thing is you know their mentality, you know the thought processes they get caught up in, and that obviously nothing good can come from entertaining them. And you just keep working on yourself. It was such a learning experience that you would have had being with them in the past. Just use that learning to keep propelling you in new directions. Just keep them out of your picture.